Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is my review for Netflix's original Season 2 of Star Trek Discovery. In case you don't know, this is how I do my reviews. I give a short synopsis and then I talk about what I liked, and then I talk about what I didn't like, and then at the end I give a fun bit or a fact before giving my rating. So let's boldly go into my review.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
When Netflix said we have the first 3 episodes of Season 2 of Star Trek Discovery, I jumped at the chance. If you've ever seen one of my reviews until the very end, then you'll know that I always end my reviews with Live Long and Tuesday, which obviously is very similar to Live Long and Prosper. I don't know if I can call myself a Trekkie, but I have watched all of Generations, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, all the films, Enterprise, and even some of the animated series. Maybe you could call me a Trekkie, I don't know. Nevertheless, when Netflix announced they were doing a new Star Trek series, I was really excited. So Season 2 sees Captain Pike of the Enterprise assume command of the Discovery as they are assigned a top secret mission. A mission that involves, it would seem, that of Spock, who is at the center of some of the arc. And at this point, I don't really want to say anything more of that because of spoilers. All I've said is what is shown in the trailers. So what I like. Unfortunately, I wasn't blown away by the first season of Star Trek Discovery. There was a lot I liked about it, but I didn't love it. It changed a lot of what I felt was fundamentally Star Trek. Like when the crew are suddenly dropping F-bombs, it just didn't feel like I could watch it with my family. And that for me is kind of what I grew up doing. It was a family occasion when you watch Star Trek. Discovery went very dark and somewhat adult. In fact, I came across a series called The Orville, which I felt was much more Star Trek than Star Trek, which is weird. However, I'm happy to report, really happy to report, that Season 2 feels very different. I can't quite place what's very different about it, but it feels like Star Trek again. It's less dark, it's more playful. Every episode is part of a whole arc, but each episode gives the crew something to accomplish. The first episode feels like a feature film. In fact, it's an hour long, whereas the other episodes are all 45 minutes long. It also feels like it's been given a massive budget. I could totally see myself watching this first episode at the cinema. It has that epic, massive adventure ride feel to it. The graphics are amazing. It looks awesome. It's really just like a big ride. The first episode is spectacular. I really enjoyed every second of it. It's tense, but not nearly as foreboding as the first season was. I particularly like the new ways the series is pushing the imagination of science fantasy tech in Star Trek, particularly in this season. It's part of what made me love Trek in the first place. The wonder of what we could create using all this technology and what we could do with it, where we could go. That's part of what drew me to it. In the first season, we see some of that, especially with the spore drive. They can travel vast distances much more quickly than ever, like kind of just fold space, which is awesome. This season it seems that the creators have been let loose and been allowed to do much more, and it's awesome. It's exactly what Trek should be. There are also a couple of moments, well, at least in the first 3 episodes, that had a massive story reveals, which kind of left me wanting to know more. It's very clever in the writing this way. What I did not like. It's no surprise that the first season of Star Trek Discovery was met with a bit of hate. It's been quite diverse, to say the least. And I can see that the creators have taken on board of what people have been saying, and kind of changed the trajectory of what they were doing in this first season. However, that being said, I really do hope they keep up with the current path, as it does seem like they found a balance, a happy medium. If they keep changing it, then it's not really going to find its feet, and it probably will get cancelled, which would be a shame because we've been waiting a really long time to see a new Star Trek series, and Netflix, I think, is the perfect home for it. It's got a good budget, the people behind it are gonna continue supporting it, and I really hope that we do get to see many more seasons from this. Did you know there was a Klingon dish being served up in season 1 by the Orions on Kunos? I think I got that right. Kunos? It's the Seti eel, the nasty creatures that famously was inserted into Chekhov's ear in Wrath of the Khan. Ugh. As you can see, I didn't find much that I did not like about season 2 so far. I can't really give a full rating yet, as I've not seen the entire season, but for now it gets a preliminary B+. Thanks for watching my review of Star Trek Discovery Season 2. Let me know what you think about Star Trek Discovery. How many times can I say Star Trek Discovery? Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and if you enjoyed my review, consider subscribing and hitting that bell so that you don't miss any reviews from me like this in the future. And until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.